I am Howard Schultz, born on July 19, 1953, in Brooklyn, New York. I grew up in the Canarsie Bayview housing projects, where life was anything but easy. My father was a truck driver with no job security, no health insurance, and no hope for advancement. I watched him struggle after an accident left him unable to work, and that image of a man discarded by the system never left me. It planted a seed in me that dignity should never be a privilege. I was the first in my family to go to college, attending Northern Michigan University on a football scholarship. I studied communications and worked my way through school, driven by the dream of building something bigger than myself. After graduation, I sold Xerox machines, door-to-door. It was tough, but it taught me how to hustle. I eventually moved into housewares, and then landed at a small coffee company called Starbucks in 1982, which back then only sold beans and equipment. Everything changed when I took a trip to Italy. In Milan, I saw something Starbucks didn't yet understand. Espresso bars were about more than coffee. They were about community. People gathered, talked, connected. I came back inspired, but the company didn't share my vision. So in 1985, I left to start my own coffee house. It was a risk, but it paid off. In 1987, I bought Starbucks with help from investors and began transforming it into what it is today. I didn't just want to sell coffee, I wanted to create a third place between work and home. A place where people could feel seen, respected, and cared for. We offered health insurance to part-time workers, stock options through Beanstalk, and college tuition benefits ideas that seemed radical at the time. But I believed that treating people with respect would lead to better business. Was right. By the early 2000s, Starbucks had become a global force, but growth came with challenges. In 2008, amid the financial crisis, I returned as CEO. After stepping down, the company was struggling. I closed underperforming stores, refocused our mission, and retrained every barista because the smallest details, like how a latte is poured, matter when you're building trust. I stepped down again in 2017, having built Starbucks into a company with tens of thousands of stores across the globe. My journey wasn't just about coffee. It was about proving that businesses can do well by doing good. That a poor kid from the projects could rise not alone, but by lifting others with him. I am Howard Schultz, entrepreneur, dreamer, and believer in the human spirit. I didn't just build a brand. I tried to build a culture that values every person who walks through the door, whether they're buying a coffee or serving one.